Well, holy Vitali and Jason just broke some fantastic news that clarifies what many have been concerned about with the new EIDL program. As you guys know, the recent stimulus law added requirements for businesses to be located within low-income communities. And then on top of that, they capped the entire EIDL program at $40 billion, which, simply put, was going to prevent millions of small businesses from being eligible. After considerable amount of research, the pieces are starting to finally come together, and the EIDL program is far better than we expected. All this and more in today's video. Hello and welcome to Stephen Carlson Show. I'm Stephen Carlson. I'm a tech entrepreneur, real estate investor, author, YouTuber, volunteer paramedic, and once again, Bonnie is down here and Clyde's behind me.
The new grant program is low income. This section is totally separate from 332, which applies to most of you. So if we're right, and I'm convinced we are, and it's not 40 but $60 billion, 20 for low income, most of that will be applicable to new people coming into the system next week, but $40 billion to, according to Ryder's document, get the balance of you, $6 million, the $6,000 you're waiting for. In other words, if there really is $40 billion in Section 332, and Vitali and I believe it to be true, well, 6 million people that are waiting on $6,000 on average, that's 36 billion. It's more than enough money to not only get everyone in the queue that's not low income their money, but it creates a whole new program that is separate, carry out this section, not the entire section of the bill.
If what Jason is saying is true, and I believe it, this is f***ing awesome. Before I go any further, a quick reminder. As my regular viewers will know, I have a team of outstanding lawyers that myself and Clyde keep chained up in the basement. They get a little bit rowdy whenever I make a video. The only way to calm them down is to give this little quick disclaimer. The opinions in this video are exactly that. They're opinions. This is for entertainment purposes only. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a lawyer. This is not financial, legal, tax, or any other type of advice. Whew, blah, blah, blah. You freaking get the point, don't you? While I have you here, don't forget to get your 4 free stocks when you deposit $100 and open your Webull account. A few days ago, one of my viewers, they received a free Apple stock from Webull. That ain't bad. Or, if stocks are not your thing, check out my pinned video below that shows you how you can get the equivalent of 40 free lottery tickets every single week. Alright, enough of that. Let's get to today's video. We expect the official word from the SBA on how they intend to implement the EIDL program, either today, Friday, or early next week. Of course, the SBA likes to kind of play by their own rules, so it's pretty much anyone's guess when that information will come out. From the information that is slowly starting to come out, it looks like Congress allocated $40 billion to the previous EIDL program. So anyone that had previously applied for EIDL and did not receive their full $10,000 grant should, at least in theory, receive the full grant now. It does not appear this is a second grant, so you will still only get one allocation of $10,000. Or, kind of said another way, if they gave you $1,000 a few months back, you get $9,000. If they gave you $5,000, you get $5,000. If they gave you nothing, you get $10,000. If they somehow selected you to be one of the lucky few to actually get the full $10,000 months ago, well, you already have your money, so you're not going to get any more, it looks like. It also appears from the latest information, the grant does not require you to be located within the low-income communities, as we had all previously speculated. Additionally, there is no language in the law that states $1,000 per employee. So if you're entitled to the grant, you should get the full $10,000 grant. Now, with that part of it all cleared up, what was all this talk about low-income community? Well, we always knew this was a different section of the EIDL law, but it appeared that those requirements were actually applying to the entire program. Now the consensus is the law actually created 2 different distinct EIDL programs. The first one was the original program, which Congress gave an additional $40 billion for. This was the program I just mentioned about a minute ago. There's also a second program that was created, and that was given its own $20 billion allocation. That's the one that's specifically for low-income communities. Right now, it's not clear if businesses within these low-income communities can apply for both EIDL programs or just one. The law does not state anything whether you can or cannot, which basically leaves it up to the SBA to determine how they want to handle this. It also appears, at least currently, that businesses that have previously applied for EIDL should not submit a brand new application. However, we're not sure if there's going to be some sort of short form or basic information that they're going to ask you to provide within the login portal, the one that you created previously for the CARES Act submission. We expect to have all this information and more either today or Monday. As soon as they release this information, I will post an update video letting all of you guys know, so make sure you're subscribed. Until then, check out my previous video showing you what paperwork you should have ready for the SBA and get it ready now before they open the portal. That way you are prepared and you can submit everything that you need the second they've opened the portal up. You should also check out a video I posted yesterday which talks about another SBA loan program with a grant of over $50,000 for eligible businesses. So go apply for both of these while you're waiting for EIDL. Thank you very much for watching. Please make sure you click like and subscribe. Doing so really helps the YouTube algorithm. I appreciate it, as does Clyde. I'm guessing Bonnie doesn't care because she left the studio. Anyways, thank you, and I'll see you on the next one.